Jaden Smith walks out with this. Did you see this?
Okay, so no, I didn't see
Will
any
Smith's
of the Grammy.
son.
Okay.
The most bizarre, ridiculous. I got to show you
Yeah,
this.
show me that.
Okay. This
I saw some clips, but I didn't see it.
On the runway. You know what it is?
Castle over his head?
It's Dracula's castle, the vampire castle over his head. He wore this the entire night. Okay.
Why did he do that?
You tell me, Father. That's what I'm asking for answers. It's like, what's normal about this?
Well,
and what are you saying? Like, what are the kids saying to the,
I like your point of, the industry has always been, especially in modern days, especially after the whole sexual revolution in the 60s, and just everything starts flipping upside down with Woodstock, and that's when Vatican II came, and assassinations, and Martin Luther King, like the whole world was just flipped. So I would say from there we had this whole cultural revolution. One thing is to have that interiorly, identity, I guess you could say, but then to your point, like almost instructing that to the youth. Now that's diabolical. Like, okay, one thing is how messed up one is, but to promote it, I mean, that's scandal pretty much.
Absolutely. So on one of the biggest platforms on every network, social media, just blasting it out.
So why? Let's ask this. Why did you watch the Grammys? Like, you're in the media world, so I imagine, you want to keep up to date a little bit of how people are presenting art, and who
not really.
Oh no,
my wife
I'm just wondering why.
Okay, she wanted to see a couple of her favorite stars, and vis-a-vis of that, I kind of got sucked into it watching this, but then it got so like bizarro world that I was like, oh my God, what's coming next? What is the next celebrity going to do? What are they going to wear? And you get sucked into it. And like, even knowing all this, I still got, more of the voyeuristic, like, can you believe this?
Right.
This is what, they're doing and saying and acting like. And so am I considered an old fogey then because of that, or am I just like, part of me is like, okay, like I've changed in life.
Yeah.
And
I think you're calling out something that I think a kid, if you brought a 10-year-old or a 5-year-old to see something like that, they would be very confused. They would be, what's going on? So definitely we're tapping into the same thing, conscience. Yeah. That something's not right here. But what has happened in the modern world is we've given context to weird things. Like, we see something weird and all of a sudden, that's because of where I don't know if you've noticed some of these cartoons, like there is no more thing as a villain. Like, all the villains have had their past stories.
Yeah. Now they're heroes.
Now they're heroes.
Crazy.
So the philosophy nowadays is, as long as we can give context to what's going on, then everything is okay.
So as long as it's explainable in some capacity, which if we go deep down the rabbit hole, who owns the media?
Yeah.
Right? You have to go ask those questions. Who owns the media to be able to drive the narratives, to tell the stories that they want to tell, to make villains become heroes? Right. Because you're right. That's exactly what's happening.
Going on,
right? And I can tell you who owns those is BlackRock. BlackRock Capital.
Okay.
They're the largest investment company in the world. They're $1 trillion in assets. They own every single media outlet. And guess what? When they want a narrative driven, hello, can you talk about COVID-19 and make it the worst thing in the world? Yeah. Sure. Okay, cool.
The good thing, Frank, is that they don't own you, so we're good, right?
No, but they do a damn good job of influencing our children.
Yeah.
And everywhere you turn, because they don't just own the news media, traditional media and newspapers. They own the internet. They own social media. Wow. They own, so it's
we need a whole episode on just that, right?
Yeah,
propaganda, I guess you could say.
Yeah, propaganda.
Propaganda.
That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Like people, they box it in conspiracy stuff, but it's real.